Now we at our resort. It looks quite lovely. Nice little bungalow, bamboo huts.
Bye bye. See you.
Cordial servus, I am Helmut and this is my buddy New, and today we are going to Pai, a very nice and small hippie village north of Chiang Mai. It has 762 turns and this will be our challenge for today. Let's start with a coffee and I will induct you into the background story about riding a bike from Chiang Mai to Pai. But by the way, that is a beautiful coffee shop where we make a stop here. Awesome. Look like this with the moss everywhere on the rocks, the trees and the smoke. It looks beautiful, doesn't it? So I got a seat, or we got a seat, me and my buddy New. And now we have also got a coffee, and now I will induct you into the background story riding a motorbike from Chiang Mai to Pai. Pai is a small village a little bit north of Chiang Mai and it's very famous going there. It's a beautiful landscape there. It's actually also called a little bit like a hippie village I don't know really why. I don't consider the people are hippies there. But 5 years, like the background story, 5 years ago when I arrived in Chiang Mai, the first months I stayed in a hostel. And like every couple of days there were like some groups were leaving and going to Pai. And when they came back like a week later or something, there were always at least one in the group who was bandaged, his knee, his leg, his elbow or his head or whatever, because he or she had an accident. At least one always had an accident when they went from Chiang Mai to Pai or on the way back. Because I was told it's so dangerous because of the 762 turns, so it should be obviously so dangerous to going there, or the street is so dangerous going there. So if we go today, I hope we will check out if it's really so dangerous, or maybe we will make it without an accident, and I hope so. I hope we will not see each other in a week with bandage some leg or some arm or something. So stay curious. I guess we will have a lot of fun going there, especially in that way, like with these many turns and going through these beautiful mountains of northern Thailand. The journey here is the real purpose. Happy that you are driving with us.
That is not my first time today that I'm going to Pai. I have been to Pai 2 years ago for one night. But that time it was really awful. It was 2 years ago in the cold time here of Thailand, and I was really freezing. On the way, like we are now on the way to Pai, I thought I'm going to die, because it was already like afternoon 5 o'clock and it was so cold. It felt like minus 500 degrees. It wouldn't have been probably, but it felt like minus 500 degrees. It was really, really cold. When I was driving to Pai, it was so cold that in the evening it was so cold that I had to stop somewhere by some private people. I really asked them if I could stay overnight because I was completely freezing. It was unbelievable cold. And so I stayed just with some private people over one night. And on the next day in the morning, I continued to go to Pai. But then also in Pai, it was so cold. There was nothing to enjoy because you couldn't go out, do anything. You were just freezing at your bungalow in the evening, and that was it. So I left Pai again without actually seeing anything. The only thing I have seen was the walking street. That was quite nice and quite lovely, but that was it. So this time, when we go this time to Pai, I really believe that I will see much more than the last time, that we will really see something worth to see. Wow. So we are here in the middle of the turns, what we are talking about, these 762 turns. It will be nice. I really enjoy riding a bike through these many turns. It's really nice. Because I'm a biker not for going fast, I don't like it. That's not my interest at all. I really like it going slowly and smooth. And just enjoy the view. Like you see the view behind, I see it in front. It's an awesome view here, riding to this northern Thailand, or to this mountain of northern Thailand. It's so nice. อะไรนะ I really can feel that we will have a lot of joy and fun in Pai. I'm also quite curious about all the sightseeings like the Pai Canyon. I was really interested in seeing that, or the bamboo bridge, or the Chinese village. There are a lot of stuff to see, or the split land, or the land split. All that stuff. I'm really curious how it will be. Maybe the hot springs. I'm not really interested in the hot springs, but maybe we will also go to the hot springs. And for sure, if it's possible, to visit some waterfalls. Man, it's so beautiful driving here to this landscape. Awesome. Nice. I just was talking to you, but you were gone. The battery was finished. I really cannot emphasize enough how nice it is to ride a bike here through the mountains, through all the turns. It's funny. สนุกไหมสำหรับ สนุกมาก Also my buddy knew, she said สนุก สนุก means like funny, Mark means a lot or much. So สนุก Mark means a lot of fun. And again, wow, it's so cool. So of course I can understand why so many foreigners have accidents here. Because a lot of foreigners in Chiang Mai, I recognize, they are driving or riding the first time in their life a bike. I even see some friends of mine, she has broken her ankles because she just stepped the first time on the bike. I didn't even know it, and she just drove against a lantern. So, and this happened with a lot of people. They don't even they don't even have a driving license. So, and if you drive so many turns like this on the mountains here, it's steeply sometimes, then I can imagine, yeah, that's easy for them having an accident. But normally, if you're like a little bit experienced biker, it's not really dangerous. The road is quite good. It's not really a dangerous road. But maybe I say it too early. Sometimes you don't know. Maybe just in 5 minutes we will see something quite dangerous. That always can happen in Thailand. But that's awesome. I hope you get this feeling how we ride the bike here. It's just pure joy, pure fun and joy. Awesome. So nice. Such a nice time, unbelievable. Oh, nice coffee shop, huh? Oi. You just look somewhere around and someone comes against you on your lane. That's really awesome in Thailand. Amazing Thailand. Now we are at this really funny part of the road. So many turns. It's really funny driving here. It's so funny riding the bike here. While I'm driving here, I'm really curious how the footage will look like. That's always when I drive somewhere or when I be somewhere and it's really an awesome view or something like that. I never know if the camera can capture this style of emotion, what that landscape or whatever that area tells you. And like driving here the streets, it's so awesome sitting on the bike and riding it. It gives you such an awesome feeling, but I'm not sure, I'm so curious if this is possible to get a feeling if you watch that footage, if the camera can capture that, how it feels like to ride a bike here. Sometimes it works, sometimes the camera can capture something, some good moments, but sometimes in the camera it looks like something stinamo. Stinamo means stinky normal. It's a Walloon slang word in the German language. Wow, so awesome. That's really funny. Awesome. Wow, awesome. That looks cool. What was this? Look at this turn. Awesome. Wow. And then steeply uphill. Awesome. I don't know if you get it in the camera, that's a little bit steep here. Wow. Now we passed actually the mountains, and Pai should be about 10 kilometers in front of us. So we are very close to Pai now. It was really funny, amazing and exhausting driving here through the mountains. 9 kilometers to Pai, yes. Okay. It looks like, I don't know if you see it in the sky, I cannot put the camera more upwards. It starts to rain a little bit. Oh, now I see this house here. We are in Pai. I am Pai. Chai. This looks like an Austrian house actually. So much Austria. Pure Austria actually. Wow, it looks cool here. Nice. So we're already near to Pai, like maybe not really Pai city. So now we should have about 1 kilometer to Pai city, and the rain is going to be stronger. It really starts raining now. Before it was like a little bit, I thought we will be lucky. Now it seems like we will get wet at the last kilometer. Hopefully not. Like, if I don't know if you see the streets already wet a little bit. I thought I'm so lucky because all our luggage is just on the bike and not waterproof. So maybe I will stop somewhere, and we also have to look where is our accommodation. I really don't know it. Maybe we go down here this street first. It looks quite nice, and I really look like somewhere we can go under some roof a little bit. Maybe that here, it looks okay. So the rain has a little bit stopped, and we are now in the middle of Pai city, and we are looking for our resort. It's really like, it's a lovely city. Like when you just drive a city, actually I would say it's a village. It's not really a city, it's a village. For me it looks like the same way where there was the resort I was the last time, but I think it's not the same for sure. Quite sure. But I remember I liked it there because it was a very nice place, very quiet. Look at the, yeah, you don't see, the camera is mounted on the front of the bike, so I cannot turn it around. It's awesome, the view here. I love this nature here. Wow. And it's still a little bit of rain.ที่ไหน It looks like the same place where I have been the last time when I was here. It looks like I stayed here last time, yes. So, and now where we are? ยังบ่ถึงเหรอ คิดว่ายังอาจจะ I don't know.อันนี้ไม่ใช่ใช่อันนี้อ๋อที่นี่ใช่ And then I'll have only people with motorbike. You see? So, done. We arrived here at our resort and it looks lovely. I like the vibe of this place here. Now we're at our resort. It looks quite lovely. Nice little bungalow, bamboo huts. And here is the reception where there is also breakfast. For breakfast actually you got some fruits like a banana or some papayas. I really have to think sometime the English name of fruits compared to the Thai name. And we'll have a look how the bungalow looks like. We pay 400 baht for this bungalow. This is equivalent about 13 or 14 dollars, or 12 or 13, 12 to 14 dollars. It looks like this. I really like it. It's really nice, made with some plants around the bungalow. Each bungalow has like a little natural fence from plants. You got a hammock to relax, a nice terrace or balcony with a table and 2 chairs, 2 stools. And that's how it looks inside. I find it really nice and romantic how it looks like, the bamboo hut. And it is. So the sleeping room, and behind it's the bathroom. Nothing special, you got a shower, everything you need. And this is how the room looks like. The only downside, in my opinion, actually we were discussing what this ladder is for. We didn't figure it out. We would rather have a wardrobe. That's the only downside, in my opinion, for this accommodation. There is no wardrobe, so everything you have like to put on the floor. There is a small table, so it's not really a table or a sideboard or something where you just could store some things you need. Like for me, I need to work with the computer and I have a lot of gear for filming and all that stuff. So if you just take it out, like you see, like you put your drone under the bed, just that is safe for something, or the other gear from filming just somewhere on the bottom. That's a little bit a downside in my opinion, but for the price
or for this price, about 400 baht, you don't get a wardrobe inside your room mostly. And also there's no air condition, but you don't need it. You have like a fan, and that's actually quite enough for here to stay here, because it's not so hot like in the rest of Thailand. So how was the ride? It was really nice, it was beautiful, it was lovely. We stood up about in the morning, and we started at leaving Chiang Mai at 10 o'clock about. Like Google Maps tells you, about less than 3 hours ride for about 130 kilometers. But we arrived here actually at 6 o'clock at the evening. So we started about 10 o'clock in the morning. So we had an 8-hour ride instead of 3 hours, or less than 3 hours actually. But as I say, like, the journey is here really the purpose. It's so beautiful driving here. The first part is not so nice. It's like a big road, but just after probably half an hour, you turn to the left, and then you go really like through the mountains here of northern Thailand and through the nature. It's beautiful. And we also made we made some stop, like how many coffee stop? One coffee stop? No, 2 coffee stop. 2 times coffee. I think she is a very special one. Pikan, she cannot speak. So now we made one stop at the coffee shop, 2 stops for a coffee, and 1 stop for eating something. And we also made 1 stop for visiting a very nice waterfall, the Mok Fa waterfall. Very beautiful. I will do an extra video just for the waterfall. It was really beautiful. So we spent there a little bit of time. So then we went further, we stopped, and it was just beautiful. And we had the luck, it just started raining a little bit, like 2 kilometers before we arrived here, Pai. So we are really lucky, didn't have any problem. Even the rain was not that strong, and we could find the Pai Country Hut. That's the name of the resort here, very easily. I find it's a proper price here for 400 baht. It's, I think, quite a little bit like you can expect this here in Pai. Pai, I think, is a little bit cheaper than like the places Pattaya or for sure Bangkok or even Chiang Mai. I don't know why. It's the way it is in that way. So we enjoyed it very much. I hope so also you enjoyed that video. So smack the like button, give it a thumbs up, or subscribe to the channel if you like videos like this about traveling northern Thailand. And we are happy seeing you in the next video. You say bye-bye?
Goodbye.